It's a problem that all women face. You are not alone. I have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. Nothing that I want to wear today. That is why I wanted to talk to you today about how to declutter your closet and discover your personal style. So many times we have so many items of clothing, especially if you're married. As in, your husband's like, "What do you mean? You've got a closet full of stuff." And I'm like, "I've got nothing to wear. Nothing suits this moment right now." And what we're really saying is, I have nothing that makes me feel fabulous enough and makes me feel confident enough to go into this new situation. At least that's what I'm saying when I say I have nothing to wear. I'm saying I have nothing that's making me feel confident. So we're going to solve that. But in case we're meeting for the very first time, my name is April Bragg, and I help women live, love, and lead with confidence. And we talk about a bunch of things here, but we're talking today about how to declutter our closets and discover our personal style. And I've got a simple 3-step framework that will help you get there. So, if we're ready to dive in, first of all, tell me, for the ones of you that are coming live, chat me up a little bit. Tell me where you're coming from. So I'm living in Bella Vista, Arkansas. I want to hear where you guys are coming from. And also, I want to hear, do you consider yourself to be a stylish woman? Yes or no? I think that for the first half of my life, I really did not. I felt like I was clueless. I couldn't figure it out. I felt like I was buying a bunch of stuff, trying to figure out my style, which is why if your closet is overstuffed, this is the perfect exercise for you to discover your own personal style. And then you can declutter your closet, and then you can save so much money while still buying fabulous things. At least that's been my experience. The more that I got certain about my style, then the more comfortable I was with spending money on higher quality things and then wearing the heck out of them. I, like this one, I bought this for Easter 2020. Didn't get a chance to wear it anywhere for Easter 2020. That was the middle of COVID. But I was like, this is so my style. And it was not a cheap blouse, but I've been wearing it constantly for years now. You'll see it pop up on a lot of videos because I really love this. So, anyway, hey, hi from California. Hi to you. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's very encouraging, actually, because if you started your own YouTube channel, maybe you've got thousands and thousands of followers. I do not. And so when somebody tells me that, it really helps me stay motivated to keep on creating content. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, so step number 1, we've got to clarify our style, but I've got a fun exercise for this. But at the end of it, the goal is going to be that we're going to have 2 or 3 beautiful adjectives that describe our style. I just remember, before we go into that, I want to say this about style. One of the reasons why we struggle to find our style is because sometimes we're dressing for other people instead of dressing for ourselves. And my motto is this: we want to show up our most confident version, not for everybody else, but for our best life. So I like to dress myself up to enjoy my day. I like to show up for my day. So I will wear jewelry for me. I will wear a nice blouse for me, not just because I'm doing a Zoom thing. But the converse is true. The opposite is true also. If I'm feeling very, very sick, I will dress way down, way comfortable for me. I am signaling that it is okay for me to just be in my quiet little cave of, I'm sick and I just need a big warm hug. So when I'm sick, I usually steal my husband's most comfortable hoodie and wrap myself in it, wear my leggings, and that is actually me showing up for me sick. So, but most of the times I am showing up. I want to dress for me. When we do that, that helps us get way more clear on what it is Here's my thought about style, about fashion. Confidence is the sexiest thing we can wear. And so, if we're wearing something that we feel great in, that we feel comfortable in, that we are not having to, do the adjusting thing and the tugging thing if we can put it on and forget about it and know as we walk out the door, hey, I look great. If nobody agrees with me or not, I like the way I look. I think that people are actually responding to our confidence rather than our actual style. So the more confident that I have become because I'm just wearing clothes that I love, uh, I've found that the more compliments I actually get. And that has been fascinating to me. So while you're listening, I also want to encourage you to listen for the aha moment. And if I say something that really resonates with you, that like maybe resonates with your core philosophy, or it's a way that you've never thought of before, or it feels like it's a mindset shift for you, listen for your aha moment, put it in the chat. There's two benefits to this. Number one, you're anchoring it for yourself. And number two, you're helping somebody else. So I'm going to talk a lot in this video, but listen for your one aha moment, the thing that you can take away with you, okay? So, step number one. Now we're ready to get into step number one. Now that we're knowing what we're aiming for, we're going to get clarity around our style. So, here's the exercise that I recommend you do. Pick 5 of your favorite items from your closet. 5 or 6. I actually have 6, but pick 5 of them, and they could be a random. It could be accessories, it could be tops, it could be bottoms, it could be a dress, it could be jewelry, shoes, whatever it is. But pick 5 things that you really love. Okay, just randomly pick 5 things. I love this. I love this. I love this. When you gather those 5 things, then you're ready for the next step. So I gathered my 5 things, and I'm just going to walk you through it. You're going to take each of those things and you're going to describe why you love those things so much. And, say it for multiple things. So, for example, let's talk about for me, I'm going to pick my first item here, embellished denim. So, this is one of my favorite pairs of jeans. Okay. And you'll notice it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. So these are little metallic accents. So the reason I like these so much is because number one, this style of denim, this is very, very comfortable for me to wear all day long. Once I put it on, I can totally forget about it. It matches a lot of the things in my wardrobe. In fact, I like to have a small wardrobe. I have less than 60 items, I know. I might have less than 50, but I like to mix and match. So I like pieces that'll mix and match. So this is, basic black, but it's got a little bit of bling. I live in Bella Vista, Arkansas, close to Branson, and I like to think that, like if I dress it up, I can look like I'm going to a show or look like I'm the headliner of the show. But that's not actually my vibe. I'm an introvert. So anyway, I dress it down. I wear it with cute flats and put it with a nice blouse. So anyway, I love this. I like that it's embellished. I like that it's comfortable. I like there's a little bit of stretch in the denim. I like that it's basic. It's very comfortable. So here are the words that I'm repeating over and over again. Okay, item number 2. Same story. Very similar. Basic sweatshirt. You can get this on Amazon right now. My sister told me about it. I've bought it in 2 or 3 different colors because it is one of the softest sweatshirts that I have felt in a long time. I, when she showed it to me, it was my sister. I'm like, ooh, let me feel that. It's like, oh, but also the sleeves, have this nice little soft detail. And so I love that I can dress it up or dress it down. I can put a really nice necklace on it. I can be all cozy and comfortable in it. The roles of my life are either I am doing a lot of coaching and I tend to be a kind of like a professional dress up person anyway, or doing Zoom calls. And so, there's a lot of me looking like this. And then there's a lot of me then going and, loading the dishwasher, switching over the laundry, taking a walk around my house. And so I like to be comfortable too. So I love that this sweatshirt does both. It dresses up or dresses down. and super soft. Okay, item number 3. Hold on just a second. It's the shoe I'm wearing right now. Look at this. So this is a flat and it's got like a little plaid pattern in it. And so it's super comfortable to wear. It's also got a little bit of sparkle. It's a little bit different. And it's like a statement piece, but kind of with a pattern that doesn't overpower my outfit. I love that. I love to have a little bit of special about my outfit. I'm going to say right now, and you can tell me in the chat, I love shoes. I love, love, love shoes. I would have a problem, but I practice my one in, one out. And so I don't actually go and buy shoes until one's wearing out and they need to be replaced. So that is how I manage my love of shoes. But if you are a person that has a closet full of fabulous shoes, I want you to invite me over so I can look at them because I think they're just so much fun. They're such a great way to dress up your outfit, and they are comfortable. So these are like dressy flats that are comfortable. I can wear them all day long. I could mop my kitchen floor if I needed to in them. Um, all right, let's see. What's the next item? Oh, this blouse right here. I so there's a high contrast in this blouse. Let me stand up a little bit so you can see it. So I have a lot of blouses like this where, especially if they have like an elastic at the sleeve, and I can take a long sleeve blouse and make it to a 3/4 sleeve and it stays there. I like that there's this detail here. I like that there's a contrast of black and white. I'm not normally a flower girl, but I bought this because I liked the black and white contrast and because this is going to sound super silly, maybe, but it's like this is my brand colors. I have a lot of blue, a lot of black, a lot of white. And that's another thing that I like is multiple uses, like multiple significances and things. So mix and match, things like that. I can wear it to multiple places. I can wear this to church. I can wear it on a Zoom call. I can wear it out shopping. Anyway, all kinds of things. And then, oh, I've got 2 more items. So the other thing is this scarf, super colorful. These are all colors that I love. It matches a lot of my outfits, so I would wear it with a sweatshirt to dress it up. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to sound like an info commercial or something like. And then you can buy it with this, and then but hurry up, we're about to run out. I am not selling anything here. I'm not selling these sweatshirts. Um, I should because I really like them. There's just these moments when you're like, oh my goodness, I sound like an infomercial. But this, because I have such short hair, my neck gets cold. And so I can just throw this on a lot of my blouses and it warms up my neck immediately. And it's silky, it's soft, and I like the texture. I like the colors. I like that I can mix and match it. Okay, then the final item is this, my earrings. If you'll notice, I'm always wearing earrings because my hair is so short. And so I like something that sparkles, something that grabs attention. This is how I like to dress up really, really fast is put on a really interesting earring. So you're hearing when I describe, I'm talking about I like bling, I like sparkle, I like to be interesting, but I also like to be comfortable. I like to mix and match. I like to keep it simple. When I did this exercise, the 2 or 3 words that I came up to describe my style, in fact, the 2 that I really lean into is grounded intensity. As in, I'm very grounded on the bottom half. I'm wearing always a comfortable bottom, I've got jeans on right now. And intensity, but something that is eye catching or interesting or sparkling, on the top. So it has to be comfortable. It has to be interesting. It has to be simple to wear. And I want it to match a lot of things so that I don't have to have a lot of items. Because I love wearing my favorites over and over and over again. So that's my style, grounded intensity. I used to also call it conservative rocker chic or edgy classic. Have fun with naming your style. This is going to help you so much. But grounded intensity works for me. Edgy classic is another way that works for me too. So that's step number one. Pick out your favorite 5 things and then describe to yourself why you like them and listen for the words that you repeat and then name your style in a couple of different words. Then you're setting yourself up for step two, which is to simplify your closet by using the declutter fast method. So I explained the declutter fast method in my workshops, and I just did a workshop yesterday, and I am doing another workshop next month. It should be the first Tuesday of the month. So I'll drop the link to that in the description so that you can join it. But go to aprilbragg.com/workshop. I haven't even updated the date on that yet, but that's upcoming. Anyway, but in the declutter fast method, here is the beauty of this method. I'm going to give it in a nutshell. Instead of looking for what we can get rid of, what we can let go of, what we don't want anymore. We don't focus on that because the reality is this. Our brain hates loss. And if we're looking for something that we don't need anymore, our brain can come up with 1,000 reasons why we might need it in the future. I should hang on to this just in case. Does that sound familiar to anybody else? The just in case. I'm going to hang on to this just in case. The problem with this is so, number one, we get exhausted doing that mental arguing with ourselves, trying to get rid of stuff. But also, when we hang on to things just in case, then there's just too many items for us to create, for us to recognize our style and create our style, and then to explore being creative with it, trying on different looks, mixing and matching, which is where our style really gets interesting. It's when we start playing with mixing and matching different colors, different tops with bottoms. So I I tried to create a mix and match wardrobe and it was super hard. But when I just got clear on my style and I decluttered down to my favorites, then I found that I could mix and match way more readily, way more easily. So mix and match was a byproduct of decluttering my closet. If that's a goal for you, I just want to share that with you. So in the declutter fast method, what we're doing instead of looking for things to get rid of, and you guys have heard these questions before. If you haven't worn it in a while, let it go. If it's not your favorite size, or if it's not comfortable, let it go. If it's not your favorite color, let it go. Forget that. That's exhausting. That's hard. Do it this way. Let's go on a shopping spree of our closet. As in, let's re-choose our favorite things. So the way I recommend you do it is that you go category by category. So maybe start with your bottoms first, like your pants. And you say, okay, how many pairs of pants do I really want to keep? How many do I need? How many do I want? Actually, maybe how many do I want? 10 for me sounds like a great number. Now I'm going to go, okay, what's my favorite pair of pants in this closet? And I just grab it. 1, what's my second pair of pants? 2, 3, and I just count up. When I hit 10, I'm done. I can trust myself because I grabbed my favorites. And everything else that I didn't grab are not my favorites. And that is when I'm ready to now let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's the declutter fast method. Focus on one small area at a time, assign a loving limit. So pick a number, select your favorites, and then toss or transfer the rest. Just get it out. Now, the very first time I did this, I'm going to tell you guys a super secret. I didn't trust myself yet. And so I transferred everything else to a different closet that we didn't use. And I broke up with it gently. And I gave myself 2 months to make sure that I wasn't going to go back and regret something. And that's because I was getting rid of about 80% of my stuff at that time. I was being really intense about my decluttering. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to break up with it slowly. So I gave myself a, month or two. And I think in that month or two, I did go back and be like, oh, I kind of miss this sweater. I really, you know, I wasn't done with it yet. I'm not ready to break up with it. So that is what I'm talking about. It is so much easier, so much more fun if we think about decluttering as a chance to shop our closet, as to go on a shopping spree of our closet. But don't overwhelm yourself with this. And this is why also I invite you. I have a membership. It's a monthly membership where I keep helping. The biggest reason why women never create a home they love is because it feels overwhelming, or because when we try to declutter, we end up making a bigger mess. And then we think, don't want to do that. That's too hard. Whereas in the membership, I just keep on helping you go step by step, little area by little area. So it never feels overwhelming. And we never hit that, oh, there's somebody to help you over the obstacles. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's also fun because you're not doing it alone. That's no fun. So I'm there to answer all your questions, to give you coaching on the obstacles, especially, sometimes when we're decluttering, other people's thoughts about us getting rid of our own stuff, kind of becomes an obstacle. Anyway, oh, I should tell you how to find that. It costs less than $3 a day if that's something that interests you. And if this is something you've been struggling with for a long time and you think, I would really like to be done with this and move on with other areas of my life, join the membership and stay in momentum, and then experience how much fun it is to go from chaos to calm, from clutter to creating a home you love in maybe just 2 or 3 months max. Anyway, I think I put the link to that in the description. If I didn't, I will circle around and make sure I put that. But it's less than $3 a day. The money savings from us and the confidence that we get that we're not letting go of things that we really want, but we're stepping into the life that we desire for our future. That in itself is transformational. But I'm sorry, I've gotten off track. All right, so number one, we're going to clarify our style. Remember that the most attractive thing about you is your confidence. So you want to wear it with confidence. Number two, we're going to declutter by going on a shopping spree instead of looking for things that we are ready to let go of. Do it the other way around. Look for the things you love. So, and go section by section, set a loving limit, select your favorites, let go of the rest. Okay. That's the easiest way we can do it. It really should not take you more than a few minutes per section, or more than 10 or 15 minutes once you get rolling on it. If it's taking you longer than that, that's because either you're lacking clarity. Number two, you're trying to be too perfectionist. Or number three, there's just some other thing, like some other little mindset thing. Like for me, when I had a hard time going through my closet, I realized there was a part of me that wanted to elevate, wanted to be a little bit more fancy than what the current version of me saw. So, I grew up in the Midwest, oldest of nine, on a farm in the middle of Missouri. And I did not realize that I was kind of like going back and forth between kind of two identities. Like there's this, version of April that wants to be very, very stylish. And then there's this version of April that still sees herself as a quiet, shy farm girl who, what do I know about anything? Had to reconcile that. So that's some of the work that we do in the membership. But if it's hard, it's because something like that is coming up, but it's just an obstacle that we can overcome. And then step number three, of the closet overwhelm and how to fix it fast, how to declutter your closet and discover your style, is that we're just going to maintain it. And this is super easy after decluttering because now we can just practice things like the one in, one out rule. Like I'm tired of this. I've worn it 100 times. I'm ready to get rid of it and go shop for a replacement. Or in my case, I usually love my clothes so much that I wear them completely out and then I'm like, oh, I really need. I just had this experience a couple of months ago. Wore out one of my favorite blouses, and I'm like, seriously, I need to go get another blouse. I just don't have enough items in my closet. I'm starting to get tired of my other things because I'm wearing them so frequently. So I went back to the store and shopped it. But shopping is so much easier too. Let me say this: when you have taken the time to define your style. And so, but in the end, okay, let me see if there's any questions coming up over those 3 steps or anything that I've said so far. Hey, said, I think I have to say I have style to hopefully have it regularly, see myself like that, though it takes effort at times. Yes, yes. So I love this because you're already leaning into the I have style. So maybe lean a little bit further into I am stylish. And now your goal, it sounds like, is to make dressing stylishly be a little bit easier. And this is where defining your style and then um, just playing with it. Like the more that you wear it, the more that uh, give me a second, let me say it this way. So for a while, I had dress up, dress down days. Like I'm like, oh, I'm doing a Zoom call, I should dress up. But the more that I just owned, this is actually how I dress every single day, then I actually got more comfortable with it because I got more repetitions on it. So if you can find a way to, like I said, my style is, I put on a fabulous pair of earrings to dress up an outfit, or I wear a nice blouse but a comfortable bottom. Find that sweet spot, like find out why you don't want to dress stylish some days. And then when you define why you don't want to, like maybe it feels effort or maybe it's not comfortable, then you'll know what problem you're solving. Like, oh, I need to find stylish that is also to my level of comfort. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Because the more you do it, the less effortful it gets. It gets super easy. So, like I said, now that I've been doing it for a while, my shoes mix and match, my tops and my bottoms mix and match. I feel like I have tons of outfits. I love everything in my closet. I'm a little bit sad when I wear something out and have to replace it. But I also get excited because that gives me a reason to go shopping. And it also gives me confidence to invest in more quality pieces because I know that I'll wear it for a long time. Oh, you guys, let me share with you a shopping secret. When you're going shopping and you want to make sure that you're getting something that you're going to wear all the time, wear one of your favorite outfits shopping and make sure that the outfit you're buying is even better than the one you're wearing. Okay? That's how I do it. I'm like, "Ooh, I really like this. I feel great when I put it on. I feel great walking ar." Now, when I'm trying on clothes, I take longer than most people, so I try this on, I'm like, "Oh, it's uncomfortable. Oh, it's too tight on my shoulders. Oh, it's too short. Oh, it's too long. This looks," but then, I find something and I'm, like, wearing it around. I look like a little girl twirling in the mirror. Oh, I just remember because I was just teaching this actually in my membership class, in my membership group. And one of the things that came up, one of the obstacles to feeling confident about our style is if we don't feel confident about our body. And so if we are dressing in a way to hide our flaws, or if we don't like our body, like I don't like my body at this weight, or I don't like my body, that is the kind of work that will keep you from feeling confident about your style. So I used to think that if I found a great outfit, it would make me feel better about myself. It's the opposite. When I felt better about myself, regardless of my size, then I felt way better about my outfits. All right. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And that is the kind of deep work, when we take the work deeper in the membership, that's the kind of stuff that we really work on, getting you to overcome obstacles like that are keeping you from the confidence that you deserve. Let's see, what are the other comments? Oh, yes. The thought of, I might need this sometime in the future, 100%. That will have us hanging on to anything and everything. And the key to overcoming a thought like that is to realize that it's actually a scarcity mindset. What we're saying, when I might need this in the future, I'm saying I might need this in the future and I might not afford to be able to acquire it again. Versus an abundance mindset says, even if I needed this in the future, I could get it again. That is a power thought that we kind of want to change, especially if we've gone like through sizes and we're like, oh, I don't want to get rid of the size because I might be in this size again. But the abundance mindset of even if I let go of something that I kind of wish that I had again, I can go acquire it again. That thought, that belief, and we have to practice that belief. It's an abundance thought, but it's believing, and this is the power of it. It's believing that our future is going to be bigger, better, brighter than even our present. And the opposite is believing that it's not, like believing that hard times are coming, I better hang on to everything. And I really resonate. I've really had to work on breaking that mindset. I came from, like I said, humble background, farming community, farming family, second or third generation farmers, where money was scarce, a lot of mouths to feed, not a lot of money to go around. And so for a long time, I held on to so many things out of the fear that the Great Depression is going to happen again. But those fears were also keeping me from enjoying my life and doing the things today that do make the future bigger, better, brighter. All right, so that's the core of how to declutter your closet and discover your personal style. Are there any questions, or does somebody want help discovering their personal style? You can put it in the chat and I'd be glad to answer any questions. Let me get a drink of my coffee. But I know it sounds crazy, but I have found that the more that I get my closet down to like a boutique feeling of these are all items that I love and I love to wear, then the more things that I have to wear versus when I had 3 times the size of the closet and still had nothing to wear. So I just cannot recommend this enough, but decluttering your closet will help you discover your personal style, but it will also help you discover the clutter that's in your mindset that is keeping you from being confident about the way you dress or about the way you feel about your body. What about waiting to be better financially in order to discover one style? Nope, no waiting. I guarantee you there's already hints of your style in what you've got now. And also, as you become more, have more finances, you'll just be able to upgrade those. So, yeah, I did this work when I was a stay-at-home mom with nada. But it actually saved me so much money because I stopped shopping. I started shopping with more intention when I needed to shop, with more clarity about what suited me or not. So this is something that we can do right now. We already have surely at least one thing in our closet that is not a favorite. And if you don't have one thing in your closet that is a favorite, which you do have one thing in your closet that's a favorite because it's the thing that you reach for first. It's so Just own that, okay? And that's how you can go ahead. It costs no money at all to discover your personal style. And it's helpful to look at your own closet to do it, because I've tried to do it by going onto Pinterest and, that's where you get like the aspirational style. Like, I want to look like that, and then it's those high heeled knee high boots. And then you get a pair and you're like, oh, there's no way I'm wearing these every day. So go to your closet, find your top two or three favorite outfits. Okay. Even if you only have two or three, wear those all the time. If they make you feel a little bit brighter, if they make you feel like showing up for your, imagine this. If you only had two or three great outfits, which, 100 years ago, that's what every woman had, two or three. But if they make you feel special and feel like showing up for your life with more energy and with more intention, what do you think the impact would be on your bottom dollar, on your finances? Showing up like that. It's so fascinating. I cannot believe this, but it's so fascinating how all the areas of our life uh, are either slowing us down in all the other areas, or they're enabling, supporting, speeding us up. And so, even this area of becoming a confident woman who loves the way that she dresses can then help you show up in your job, in your career, in your business in a more confident way and make more money. It's amazing. That's why they also say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. I find that fascinating advice. All right. Well, any other questions? This has been such a fun live. I thank you guys so much for showing up live and for participating in the comments. I'm going to keep on doing it at this time, Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central. So pop it into your calendar and let's keep on having these chats. Invite more women and share it with anybody that you think you might be interested. And if you're watching the replay, pop your questions in and I'll try to revisit this. And if you want personalized help for less than $3 a day on creating a home and a life that you love, then I invite you to join my monthly membership. I've set it up to where you can come in at any time. You get 7 days free, in fact, and you can leave at any time. So it's just $89 a month. I think there's actually even a discount if you sign up for a whole year. But we go through all the areas of life, the focused on the home first because our environment has such an effect on us emotionally, mentally, and for us to believe in and create that bigger, brighter, better future, then we need to make sure that we're taken care of, by our home environment, the environment that we're creating, even by the way that we dress. So the way we show up. Okay. All right. So I hope I see some of you in there soon. I think it would be so much more fun. And like I said, then you get the personalized help that you're craving. All right. This has been fun. Don't forget, the confident woman shows up, dresses up for herself, not for others. Okay? Own your style. Declare it, dress it, and then share it with others. Bye bye.